way your fight with Brian Ortega finished, and going into your next fight, it wasn't the ideal way to finish a fight, so does that kind of sit in the back of your mind going into your next fight, like, I hope this fight actually finishes as a fight?
Well, that's up to how you see it, right? Because I did everything, it was in my hands to finish the fight. It's sad that people think that Brian Ortega's arms falling to the ground by itself, the shoulder, by itself, by no reason. It's just stupid to think that way, but if people wants to look down to that win, that victory, it's okay with me. I know what I did, and if people doesn't understand, then I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
And what's your thoughts on Australia?
On Australia? Who asked that question?
Just over here, sorry, dude.
Oh, it's a beautiful country, brother. I always wanted to come here since I was a kid, and it's just the weather is nice, people is nice. I haven't been able to really taste the food here because, of course, I'm on a diet, But my family went out yesterday. Everything looks delicious, and I can't wait to enjoy the country a little more. I was talking to a member of my team, and he knows some people here. I have a couple of friends from Australia, and I can't wait to go to the ocean and do some sport fishing or whatever I can in order for me to get to know the country even more.
Do you get to spend some more time after the fight? A couple of days or?
My friend right here, who is my training partner as well, Marco Beltran, is a UFC veteran as well. He's fighting in Paris for the 145 pounds belt in there in RS company, and we're going right after here to help him out, so I'm gonna go to help him out. So.
And one last question. After it's all said and done, how does Yair Rodriguez want to be remembered?
I don't know if I want to be remembered or not. It's just, I'm just living, and if people remembers me, then I'm fine with that. If not, then I hope just make a change in somebody's life, a positive change in somebody's life. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more. How do you see the match between Max Holloway and Arnold Allen playing out? That was just announced.
Well, I think Max Holloway has more tools than what people think, and it was probably the toughest fight I ever had. It's really, really tough, and I think Allen has really good opportunities against Max Holloway, especially if he's in submitting him, because he's really good in the ground. But I think just Max Holloway is so experienced, bro, so experienced, not because of no reason. He was one of the best pound for pound ever. So I just think the experience is going to play a big role in that fight.
Then last one for me, I have to ask, we saw your reaction when Brandon Moreno won the interim title in Dallas. That clip kind of went viral. You didn't get to watch it there in person when he won the undisputed belt in Brazil. So how did you react at home watching Brandon win?
No, I was pumped, but I was hanging out with my coaches and some of my friends in my friend's house in Mexico, and I was just sitting there in the floor, enjoying the fight, and I was fired up because I saw Figueiredo trying some, dirty punches in there, like a kick in the floor and stuff like that. I was like, hey, I was just getting really pumped in the fight, But as soon as I saw him winning the fight, I knew. I actually mentioned it in the interview before the fight. I think the fight is gonna be over in the second or third round, and that's what happened. So I'm really happy for him.
And then Brandon has a belt. You're fighting for a belt. Alexa Grasso is about to fight for the belt. Irene is probably in the #1 contender fight. Are you hoping the UFC goes to Mexico this year for a pay-per-view?
100%. I think regardless of what happened in this fight, or the UFC is going to Mexico, and they're building a UFC Performance Institute as well. I think September, which I think is amazing. It's amazing for the next generations. We're getting old. We're gonna get there eventually, and it's gonna be time for the new guys, for the new era to come and take over. So I'm happy for that.